Hello, class. I am Professor Tangway, and I am here to walk you through our classroom so that you'll know where everything is located, and also to just take a little moment to introduce myself so you can hear my voice. You will see videos upcoming in the new week, but for now, as you're preparing to get started with the class, I thought I'd just take a moment to show you around our classroom. Okay, so when you log in, you should find yourself right here on this home page, which is our announcements. And so all new announcements will show up right here. This is the one that I have just recently sent out to you. I always leave old announcements up so that you can easily access those as well in case there's something you want to go back and refer to. But make sure that you are always reading the announcements. I put a lot of material in there, answer a lot of questions. I try to anticipate questions that you might have. All in the announcements section. So make sure that you're reading them. I do send them as well via email. So if you're reading the announcements via email, just know it's the same information, so you don't have to do the same thing twice. But if you tend to not check your email quite as often, make sure that you're reading these announcements, although I will say you need to check your email because that is how I will communicate with you one-on-one, and it's the only way I have of communicating with you. Okay, so that's the announcements page. For this week, you're going to click the Start Here in Syllabus tab, and there are a few things in here. The video that I am doing right now, Basic Blackboard Navigation, that is also located there as well as in our announcement. The syllabus, you'll need to review our summer syllabus. So that way you can see all the course policies as well as school policies, and the course calendar is all located in there. There is a quiz on the syllabus. You must take this quiz in order to proceed with the course. You will be blocked until for week 2 if you do not take the syllabus quiz. This is a requirement of the class. It's my way of making sure that you have acknowledged some of the course policies that I have in place. And it's really beneficial for you because it really answers a few of the basic questions that will help you be more successful in the long run. And then there's a little cute video that I just found amusing, so I shared it. Okay, what you're really going to focus on is this tab right here, weekly assignments. Every week, the weekly assignments will show up in in a folder. They will be labeled week 1, week 2, etc. So we're in week 1, obviously, right now, and you can see you can work your way down all of the assignments as you go. So the first thing to do is the syllabus quiz, because you should have read that in the very, very beginning with when you read the syllabus. Then you have your weekly reading assignments. That would be the next thing, and it details all of that for you, and so on and so forth down the line. I will address these particular items in a separate lecture, so I don't want to go over that right now, but just so you know, this is how it will be every week, and I do not close out the weekly assignments folders from week to week, so you can always go back and refer to something in a previous week if you are not sure about some material or have a question or just want to review something. So that's always available to you. The discussion board tab, you can access the discussion board separately. This week you will introduce yourself and all that, and again, I don't want to go into the specifics of this week's lessons, but you will notice that this one right here, Class Connections, which I will, as of next week, bump to the top. This is just a general question and answer place. Sometimes your classmates might know the answer. Sometimes this is a faster way of for me to answer you. So you might want to post your questions in the Class Connections. And plus, it's just a nice place to kind of post things that are happening, things you're excited about, things you wondered about, all of that. Okay, instructor contact. This is a little bit about me. You can see over here, that's a picture of me holding my cat Oscar. Tells you a little bit about my background. And then it also has my email right up there. Make sure that when you are communicating with me, you communicate with me via the CCSNH email system, that you use your CCSNH email, because if you try to use like say Gmail or something like that, a lot of times the spam settings that the school uses are so high that you can you'll end up in what they call a quarantined folder, and if you're in a quarantined folder, I often won't get those emails. They do eventually show up in my box showing as quarantined, but they won't show up sometimes for a day or two later. So it's really not efficient if you're communicating via Gmail or some other system through the school. So use your school email. You really need to get in the habit of doing that anyway. Tools, these are additional tools that the school has provided for you. The NCC online orientation, the few assignments that I am requiring you to complete are in our weekly folder. But if you are new to online learning, you may want to go through these activities on your own to give you further reading, like the discussion board. I'm not requiring you to create activity 3 and 4 separately. You're just doing an introduction. But if you've never used the discussion board, then you may want to watch this video that will walk you through all those steps. So this is another opportunity for you as well to go through these to help you with understanding. 24/7 Blackboard help, that is to help you with Blackboard issues. I can't usually fix Blackboard issues themselves. I can usually fix issues within the lessons, but I cannot fix issues as far as you accessing Blackboard. So if you have any problems with that, you'll have to use this tab. My grades, here's the next one that you're going to be really interested in. Okay, so your grades will be right here. Your average, this will be your running average because we have a weighted system, which you can see in the syllabus. You'll see our first major essay will be due on June 17th, so we have a little bit of time, but you can always view the rubric there as well. And then there's the discussion board after I grade that, week 1 reading discussion board and all that. What I want to do is I want to show you very quickly. You'll notice that we have the rubrics. So for the discussion boards, for example, you click on this and you have the rubric available to you, and you will see that initial post. The initial post, was it either posted late or not at all? Or do you have a thoughtful, thorough initial post that is given to you? Response post, same thing. So you can see exactly how I weight the criteria and what it is that I will be looking for as I'm grading you. And it's the same thing for most assignments. There are very few that I don't use a rubric for. Most of them I do. So you'll be able to see exactly how you'll be graded throughout. The only ones that kind of aren't are like the quiz. Well, it's either right or wrong. There is no rubric. They're multiple choice or true and false. So, okay. So I think that's it. I try to shoot for about 6 to 8 minutes, and I'm right in the middle of that target zone. So that's it for navigating our course, and I will see you in week 1. Okay, have a great day. Bye.